Hello everybody and welcome back to Pow Bam Zing. My name is Carl and today this is going to be a review of Battle Tanks Legends of World War II. Battle Tanks Legends of World War II is a tank fighting game that, if we'll just get the elephant out of the room now, is very similar to World of Tanks. The lobby garage with your tank tree and upgrades all will feel very familiar if tank battles are something you've enjoyed playing in the past. But World of Tanks has a depth to it that simply isn't achieved by Battle Tanks. What Battle Tanks does do, however, is provide a free, Steam-based tank shooter that is light on both hard drive space and hardware alike. The Steam page lists the system requirements to be a 2 GHz processor and a measly 2 GB of RAM, which means the equivalent of a low-end smartphone could play this game. It also rewards players with enough in-game currency for upgrades, kills, wins, and experience to make a game that doesn't feel too grindy. There are some tanks that require a membership to have, but those are only a few. All the others are gained by experience points, which are racked up by game time. In the hours that I played Battle Tanks, I managed to get about 25,000 stars or experience points, which would have bought me my first tank. However, due to the amount of silver coins I had collected, which serve as currency for tank upgrades, I had already gotten my tank to a point that was past the new one I could have bought. Silver coins are easily obtained by objectives being fulfilled, leveling up, or the game just randomly deciding to give you some for playing. As for gameplay, waiting for matchmaking could be a bit tedious, but I never had to wait more than a couple minutes for a match to fill, which consisted of, at the most, about 6 tanks on either side. There are only 3 maps and they seem to be somewhat limited in size, not the massive map engagements one might have come to expect in a tank game, but the map size seems to suit the style of gameplay quite well, as I think that a map too large wouldn't be suitable to the more arcade style action of Battle Tanks. There is some tactics to be had, but the easiest way to advance in my opinion was to stock up on special rounds and types of ammo which might slow the enemy or catch them on fire. These special ammos have cooldown periods, so one must look for the proper opportunity to strike. Attack power is extremely advantageous, as is armor plating. Buy enough of these in your garage before starting a match and you will easily outclass anyone on the battlefield with just a vanilla tank. I'm going to be honest, tank games are not typically my cup of tea, but I enjoyed this more than I thought I was going into it, and found myself quite engaged in firefights and outsmarting the enemy team members. Sure, it's not World of Tanks with its decent historical accuracy and much better graphics, physics, and sound design, but it is free and can be played on darn near anything. When a game isn't asking for much from you, it's really hard to be critical of it not being everything you wanted. Even the grammatical errors from the devs translating their own native language text into English is addressed in one of the loading screens by asking users to report any misspellings or context errors to them. They at least somewhat care about this game and want it to be a pleasant experience for the user. Overall, Battle Tanks Legends of World War II isn't the next great tank game, but I really don't think anybody was expecting that. It is, however, a competent, low-end hardware capable game, and it's fun to boot. That's what really matters. Thanks for hanging out with me and watching this review on Pow Bam Zing. I'll catch you next time.